Hey everyone, my name is Asha Marinella and welcome to this new episode of Moves in the Making, where I review some of my own dances from a dancer perspective, stuff like that, where I explain a little bit more about, my dance choices. Yeah, this is the first time I'm trying this out wherein I show myself reacting to my own videos. Which is like why are you reacting to your own videos? But this is made specifically for fellow aspiring dancers who might want to understand what's the way in which you can critique your own dancing, your own videos. I just want to share that thought process with you guys because it helps with being self-aware as a dancer. It helps for us to have a better understanding of what we look like on camera, because what we feel might not always translate into the camera, and that's actually specifically what I'm going to be sharing here. As of today, I still have not posted this as a freestyle dance film, but I'm recording it in advance. So this episode of Moves to the Making, I'm going to be reviewing my upcoming freestyle dance film wherein I dance to Jungkook's cover of the song Falling by Harry Styles. Yeah, for those who might not know me and my previous videos, I make these things called freestyle dance films where I just select songs that I want to dance to and I freestyle the whole thing. Sometimes it's a one-take freestyle, sometimes it's, I have these rough sketches or choreographies in my head, but then I never have the time to fully produce them into a choreography, so I just end up freestyling them. And then, yeah, with a little bit of editing, with a little bit of angles, sometimes it becomes a film. Sometimes I just post them raw just for me to share, like, okay, this is how I've been feeling. I like this song. Yeah. Alright, so let's get into it. Okay, so first up, I'm going to be reviewing 3 versions of this one, which will be posted as secret links in the description of this video below. But first off, I'm gonna start with what I'm going to be posting as the official video. So I might just skim and scan throughout this whole thing because I link it down below so you can watch it in full, yeah. Okay, let's go. So this was like my second take. I think this was the night that JK released the cover, if not the night. Oh no, this was the exact night that JK released the cover. So yeah, this was my second take already, and it was my favorite out of all the takes I did, just overall, which I'm gonna explain more later. Okay, wait, I wanna pause there. This is one of the moments that made me choose. Wow, I'm so sweaty because it's so hot. It's like Burma, that's why is it hot? Anyway, sorry. So this was one of the moments why I really felt like I liked this take in particular because so lately I've been taking classes from my friend Forrest, who has a class called Dance in a Geometric Perspective. So we're conscious of like our lines, conscious of how we look in relation to the environment that we are in. And for me, I didn't do this intentionally, but the banister, can my cursor be seen? No, the cursor cannot be seen. Oh wait, oh no, it resized because I moved it. Okay, there, that should be good. Okay, so the banister, it's like diagonal, right? And then I do this move, and then I'm diagonal too. So I was just like, oh hey, it just looked like, oh wow, it looked nice. So yeah, yeah. I'm gonna share more of these moments. This one. Oh no. Okay, that part, the falling. I felt like, because I did that step several times for across all my takes. I think I did like 5 takes that night, and then I did 2 more takes 2 nights after, or the night after. When I did that step of like falling, it's too hot and I'm too lazy to stand up to show the whole step. Sorry, but yeah, that's that falling. Like it fit the most here, and it made sense the most here because when I did it for the other freestyles, I would insert it in different lines, and it just didn't make sense story wise. And then here, after coming back from there, I go move forward and my leg is extended to the back. And then there's that diagonal image again. So I was like, wow, oh my gosh, I did not plan this, but yay, it turned out nice. Yeah. See, lines again, lines again, lines again. And then here. Bam! More lines. Okay, yeah, here. See, I did that step again. And this one here makes kind of a bit of sense. This one. Ta! So if I'm not mistaken, or if I remember right, that step, it's killing me. This was the first time I did it. And I remember being like, oh, that fits well. Um, so yeah, like this was a freestyle run. So I was a little bit, like thinking also like, okay, how can I express the song through dance? Yeah. Anyway, and then yeah. Oh my gosh, I did yeah. This this part also. So I did this hanging on the banister thing several times, which you're gonna see later on in this video. I did this several times, and again, it just made sense here, even though it was freestyle, and even though I was thinking about it a bit more. Um, I wasn't like completely letting go and just feeling it, which again, you will see later the difference. But yeah, so it made sense here. Because what was the lyric? Let's go back. Okay, yeah, because it kills me, because I know we've ran out of things I can say. Yeah. Boom. Ka. Tum. Ta. Yeah, so I was doing a lot of that. Fall. Kick up. Recover. Blah, blah, blah. Fall in again. I did a bit of a worm. I fell into the worm. This one I like the floor thing also, and I like the angles. I was glad that my pants were these pants, because they have the lines. So here, let's play it a bit more. Okay, yeah. So until there, um, compared to the other runs that I did, this one was where I was the most parallel, perpendicular to the camera. So you could clearly see the lines. So when I extend it, like it's just clear, because the others, my body would be like diagonally away from the camera. They're more diagonally towards the back, stuff like that. So the lines don't come across as, I mean, of course, it's not a fully straight line, but it was more visible here. So I was like, oh, hey, like again, it just looks nice and it makes sense. That small moment when I did here. Let's go back. Let's try to pause it at that exact time. There, I don't know. I was just like, visually, I like the lines here as well. They're not as defined as I would have liked, I guess, because of course it was freestyle. But like, yeah, there's just a shape, and like it can be seen. Yeah, tug tag tug tag. Okay, that was the singular moment, the most impactful moment in the song, was where I felt so frustrated with his take. So I was debating if I should post it as my main, because I was wobbly. I was like, girl, where's your balance? Yeah, so I think because it was just my second take and I didn't do a proper full warm up. So yeah, I was wobbly and I was just like, oh, so frustrated. But I just kind of tell myself that, hey, you know what? This is if these were if this was a live freestyle, you might have wobbled as well. So that's fine. Okay. I didn't do so much. I didn't fill up this moment though. Bum. Wait, I just noticed that my text is all wrong. Sorry, let me fix that moves in the making text. Damn it, I've been speaking here for like several minutes. Sorry, your girl hasn't had practice for her streaming. I have not practiced my streaming. So I'm back to being a noob. Anyway, okay, yeah, continue. There. My hair was just everywhere though. Right. Let's go back here. Hold on. Okay. I just fixed my text. So that's the main thing that I'm gonna be putting out. I liked that take the most because I liked how I look, um, technical wise, like choreography wise, just the visuals of it, and I liked how I performed. Like I felt like it matched. It made sense. I was expressing the song well enough. Let me just take a sip of water because I'm not used to talking this long anymore. Oh my god. Stay hydrated. It's so freaking hot. Okay. Yeah, so I like that because there was that balance, which I think is, at least for me now, that's where I'm trying to get, that's where I'm trying to be at this point. Because before I would be like, oh, technicals, technicals. And then there was a time as well that I was mostly just performance. So yeah, I'm really trying to work on finding that balance when I put these things out. Okay, so the next two vids I'm gonna show are, yeah, so the next one I'm gonna show, this was the same night, but this was a different take. This was my take, fifth and last take for that night. This take, I did not choose it because I felt like I was lacking in terms of, I felt like I was tired already by this take. But I was considering it because I liked more of the moments that came up throughout the dance. But I felt like it wasn't coming together as a whole, so I didn't go for this one. But yeah, let's see, what am I talking about? Okay, there. So I'm starting off at the same position. That's why it's a semi freestyle dance. Because I have rough pictures in my head. So I start there. Forget what I said. So this one I like this step more. To like it was closer to, hold on. Okay. There. Okay, so I like that step. Forget what I said. Tag, 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 or something here. Because I felt like it was closer to the said, but it made less sense for me compared to the tag, 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 as a statement. I mean, like this. Forget what I said. Tag, right? It makes sense that way, like just that line. But as a phrase, yeah. Oh my god, wait. I am forgetting my words. Forget what I said. That's not what I meant. Okay, so going back. So the lines were, forget what I said, that's not what I meant, and the da 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 da. That step, forget what I said to da da da, just made sense for forget what I said. But the previous one wherein I was like tum tum tum, something like that, it made sense for the bigger picture for me, for me, because like at this, because like the moments in between, again, let's just, yeah, let's just watch it, you know. Oh yeah, I remember another is, even though it makes sense that ta ta, I felt like, um I wasn't showing enough of the piano part, because this one was really significant, like dun dun dun, like it's really it felt like there's more dynamics to it, wherein I'm slowing down, ta. Yeah, there's a follow through instead of just like going fluidly, like reach around, ta ta ta. And yeah, like I wanted to showcase and really highlight the piano part because it's so visible in this part of the song. So I felt like it would be a waste if it wasn't shown. Because towards the later end of the song, it's still there, but there's a lot more going on. So yeah, I liked here. I liked my performance in that here. This is another example of a moment. Like I like how I went just into an almost fetal position. Um, but yeah, that was just a moment. Like this one has, I guess, a way that I can explain it is this one I like more of the pictures that I was able to create. But as a video, not really. And but yeah, it's still okay, I guess. Fun. There. See. When I was, this is like, yeah. So I'm on the ground. I'm doing my thing again with my legs and my hands, but because of the angle, it's not as visible, so it doesn't like come across as as a viewer, or like to the viewer, it doesn't come across as well as it might have. So yeah, these are just the little differences that I, as a dancer, like as a dancer and you know aspiring, like, well, aspiring director, whose videos am I directing? Just my own videos. But yeah, these are just the little things that I try to look out for, like which parts really make more sense, not just for the dancers, because here I know I was really feeling it for all those takes, but yeah, what makes sense, what delivers the story better. Okay, there was another, that was another moment I could see myself like adjusting. That was like, oh man. So I felt like, which part was worse, when I was wobbly in the bridge part of the earlier take, or this one where I was adjusting? I was like, so many factors to consider. Anyway, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm gonna this is my favorite part. I think the next minute or so. I love the pictures here. There, that's the diagonal. Okay. There, the diagonal, the falling, and then here I'm falling over the banister. Um, I think this was the first time I did it, or not. I don't remember. Oh, I should have deleted my other pic. So anyway, yeah, like fall. Oh yeah. I think this one, the falling over the banister, like again, it made the most sense here. So yeah, let's keep going. 'Too many songs about you. Here, let's pause. All right, there. This moment, I was like, damn. I mean, not to like praise myself or anything, but I was just like, that was hard. Okay, I was kind of scared. Like, is our banister strong enough? And it did feel strong enough, thankfully. Um, but yeah, this was a moment that I was just like, oh hey, I like what it looks like, because um, as opposed to the lines I was talking about earlier, wherein I'm parallel to. Okay, there. I'm trying to make it mirrored to the video on screen, where instead the video, the lines. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. The video earlier, like I was saying that the lines would be like parallel. My legs would be parallel to the banister. Not the one where I'm hanging on, but the one going down the stairs. Okay, that one. This one is, it's actually cross. These lines are crossing lines, and yeah, it's just a different. For me, it comes across as like it's just more dynamic. I'm sorry if I keep saying dynamic. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah, like, it's, there's a cross, there's more tension to it, I guess. And this is, yeah, so I was comparing like which moved served the lines. And we've ran out of things we can say, or I write too many songs about you, something like that. So yeah, I was like thinking which moves served those lines better. And yeah, I think so. Even though this was like interesting, I felt like I was doing it more of for for the shapes, or like for like the reaching. So it became less about the performance. So yeah, this take, I don't remember if I mentioned it, but yeah, this take was very much more on shapes for me. Again, I like the pictures here. So yeah, let's go. See here, another picture. And then yeah, there. That moment before I stood up, I could see that I like dropped character. I disconnected from the song. I disconnected from the dance for me to stand up before I do this move. Because yeah, I was more thinking more about my shapes. They're falling. See, I hang on the banister again, but it was really there. Okay, so there, I hung on the banister again. My hair is messy. Let's let her fix her hair. Okay, there. Let's let her fix her hair. What am I talking about? Uh, yeah. So I did that step again, wherein fine. Let's demo a little bit. Oh my god! Oh no. Hahaha. Okay, so there's that step where I go like tak, right? Like this was the banister. I went like ta or ta, yeah. Yeah. So there were several takes wherein I did that step uh, without support. There are other takes that I did it with support, but I just felt like the ones without support, it was, I don't know, it just didn't feel right. And then the ones with support, like for this one, it felt like I was relying too much on the banister than letting myself fall in again. Yeah. Yeah, and then I think this part though, yeah, this part. So when I'm doing this, there was another take which sadly I deleted, wherein I was hanging on the banister, but I liked the lines that I was making because again, it was very clear that my pants were like, you could see the lines from my pants, and then when I dropped my arm, it was forming like square. There. Okay, so there's that step, right, that I did the falling. So I had another take where when I dropped it, and then I lifted my leg, so it really formed like, what do you call that? Yeah, it just really, oh yeah, like this. It just, or like this. Yeah, it just formed these lines. And they were very clear. So I liked that, but I didn't like the rest of the video, so I didn't go for that take. And then yeah, the part where here in the chorus, JK sings like falling again. it made sense also in that one, the one I deleted, but yeah, not in the rest of the video. Oh, and then there. See, I did that step, but it makes less sense here because the word is falling, whereas in the other one it was killing, right? So, just those little things can really impact the way that the dance is understood. Because, you're dancing, especially here, I'm dancing not just to my own, not just with my own movement, but I'm really dancing to a song and I'm trying to express myself through the song. So, yeah, it just really helps to have the movement be connected to the song as well because that will make the storytelling at least a bit more impactful. Oh yeah, that moment also when I fell from the banister, it felt too careful, like it was so calculated. My fall. I think for the third video, I have more moments. I have a moment there where it felt less calculated, so I'll just explain that. Yeah. There. There. Okay. There, another example of, me wanting to. I mean, it's not a requirement that the steps are always like interpretative of the song, right? But it just makes, for me, it just makes more sense if it matches. So in that step, when the word was falling, but I got up, I mean, it could be like an artistic choice also if I decide it's an artistic choice that, you're representing the opposite of falling. But I did not want to make that artistic choice. So yeah, here, when I come up, and then I just do these steps to go back to the imagery of falling, and then I'm back on the floor. There, I was more stable, but um, yeah, there. See. Okay, there. That's what I meant about like me doing that step, but relying too much on the banister for support. So it instead of it looking like I was bending over and allowing myself to fall, it looked like I was just leaning on the banister. So I literally was leaning on the right banister, then I leaned on the back. So yeah, it just didn't come across as falling again, falling. This one though I liked. Somehow I felt compelled to put my leg through the banister. So it's like, oh, my leg is falling. Yeah. Done. Done. Here I was really just experimenting with the banister. Um, this one was another interesting moment for me. I felt like I got up too early. And then here, me going to that spot just felt. I mean, this ending is more natural. It feels more natural, at least for me. But it's. Yeah, the process of me getting to that spot felt more unnatural because I had to like shift over as compared to like the first one, whereas it was a bit closer. So it just, it was the natural movement. So this one just felt more like calculated. So yeah, so we've gone through the balance of technical imagery stuff and performance. And then now this version 2 is more of the technical imagery pictures kind of thing. The third one is a take, I think the first or second take that I did 2 nights after this one. Now I've shown you the balanced um, runs of the technical and the performance, and then I showed you a run where I felt like I was more technical, I was more about the imagery and the moments and all of that. This one is a feel style version. which was I just decided to record myself doing another run, dancing to this song because I just felt it just felt it was more emotionally driven. Yeah, girl's going through things. She's fallen again. Ha! Let's go mental health. Let's go mental health. Yeah, I was just like, okay, I just need to let all of this out. Let me dance to it. So I did. Okay, let's go. Okay, very small note, but that's what happens during the first part of the take. Because sometimes, like example, I think this I recorded it at like 2 a.m. Like a lot of my other dance films, I recorded very late at night. So I would usually use my Bluetooth earphones. So what happens is when I record on camera and I record with my earphones, of course the camera doesn't pick up on the sound. So I have to signal like okay, playing or like playing go. And then yeah, I just have to guess like so when I'm editing, I actually just guess like okay, which part was this? So yeah, just small trivia there. So because I've freestyled it already to prior to this shot, I had ideas of like what I wanted to do. Like the whole sitting down, starting from sitting down. There, so I did that step again. Okay, there. There. That's another example of what I was talking about, where the angle didn't really, you know, fully show this. There. Okay. So like you can see that yeah, it's a straight line, but because my body is angled away, I don't know, it just doesn't yeah, it just doesn't come across. But I was definitely feeling it here. I think oh yeah, it's 3 p.m. I need to charge. There. That step where I go tag and then I wave. I was just like it didn't like visually it just didn't fit exactly because it wasn't the wave looked more like a body roll instead of a fall, you know. So yeah, those are just some things that end up happening if you're like not thinking anymore of your dancing. If you're really just letting it go, it doesn't come across in the way that you might intend. So yeah, like follow your heart but take your brain with you even when dancing. I was holding on for dear life. Boom. There. Okay. There. This was another moment that I explained earlier wherein the fall for this one just felt less calculated because I was just like yeah, just fall, like let myself fall compared to the previous take where I was like gently letting myself fall. I felt like the no the first one that I showed the parts of me falling, it just made more it looked more natural and it didn't look so calculated. There's another part here where I let myself fall and it almost hurt my ankle. I was like while dancing I was like oh my god. There this one. So again, the dance step not really coinciding with the lyrics. So the words were falling, but I would be like go up and then down, up and then down. So I was just like, it didn't exactly create that visual of falling. There, you can. I don't know if you can hear it also, but I was breathing pretty heavily here because I was just really like forcing myself to, not really forcing myself, but really just like, you know, trying to allow myself to let go of that control. Because the reason why I recorded this was, yeah, I was just like, okay, I just wanna really connect with this song and dance to it and just let everything go. Um, so yeah, I don't remember if I cried a little bit after this, but yeah, there the steps. Like I felt it more, but it didn't. I like this moment though. Was I about to jump for the artistry almost? But you know, let's not kill ourselves for our art. Yeah, so it looked unnatural again going here. Yeah, I was just really tired. It was in this step. It was in this last step that I remembered that, oh my gosh, my shirt has a print in the back. So I was like, oh man. I mean, the print's really nice, but you know, the songs like I'm falling again and falling again, and it said ignite your passion. So I was just like, oh no, it didn't fully match up. But I was like, oh, whatever, you know. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So the difference there for those videos for that, for the first one, it was what I felt like was a good balance. I didn't save those earlier takes anymore because I didn't like both my techniques and my performance for those. So I was just like, okay, bye. Then yeah, for this uh where are my brain cells? Where are my brain cells? So yeah, that was just the mix of the technique. I like the mix of technique and performance for the first take. Second take, it um felt more cold. Visually, it looks like interesting, but yeah, it didn't connect as much, like story wise. And then this one, it was all just feels like there were barely any connections. I was dancing here for the last one. I was dancing without really thinking about it. I was just like, okay, let me just move freely to this, like however I feel, like however, if I wanna thrash around, if I wanna throw myself around, yeah. If I wanna fall over the banister for the artistry, yeah. But yeah, like it didn't, like how I felt didn't connect to how the video looked, and so I didn't like that one. Yeah, this is just to show just the process of how I go through my different dance videos or how I review my own dance videos, because it's been, I don't know, I just find it to be very helpful to review my own dancing, because I also see moments wherein I'm like, oh, I like this step, I like doing this move, oh, I do this a lot. It's really helpful to just record yourself dancing because you get to learn about yourself as a dancer, and you see what looks good on you or what you feel looks good on you. You get to understand also just how you tell a story. So for me, I'm gonna end with, oh, sorry. So for me, yeah, this was just a really great experience to dance to Jungkook's cover. So beautiful, and you know, it just really felt great to dance to it, and yeah, just express it through express the song through dance. I'm sorry, my brain cells are like malfunctioning because it's so hot. What else do I have to say? Aside from, you know, just reviewing the stuff you like and like the moves you like, as a form of like self-critique or self-growth, self-awareness as a dancer. This is also sometimes how I would start my process of making choreography. Like I would just freestyle to the song I need to make to. I'd record it and then I watch it back and see, oh, I like what I did. Okay, let me practice that step. Let me do that again, and then I try it again and again, and then I freestyle some more. I find that, oh, in another part I like this step, so I put it together. I just start putting it together. And then that's eventually how I come up with the final thing, the final choreography that I want to present. Am I going to make this into a full choreography? Maybe not anytime soon, because I have 500 million freestyle dance films in the drafts and choreos that I haven't posted. Oh my gosh, this was very fun, and this was my first time. Sorry, this was my first time dancing in this spot using the banister, so it was very fun to just sort of explore like what I can do with the banister, with the staircase. And yeah, I think I'll explore a bit more eventually again. Real great. So yeah, that's it for this episode of Moves in the Making. I hope you learned a lot. And if you like more of these videos, make sure you like and subscribe or follow. Yeah, make sure to follow me on my social media channels. That's at Asha Marinella. I post dance videos, I post moves in the making videos, sharing my process. I also have series called Allied Arts, wherein I share about how we can mix art with other fields to make the world come alive with art. So yeah, that's it for this episode, and I will see you in the next video.